about learning some skills. Nowadays, you don't have to be a pro. I love to help other corporate moms and dads. If you are in corporate, put a me in the comments. If you are in corporate and sick and tired of busting your butt for a company so the CEO can make more money and report better numbers and make a ton of money, but you're not, this is for you. Okay. Corporate mom, corporate dad, whomever you are, wherever you are. Listen, here's what it comes down to. Myself, I am 59 years old and I found this at 57. And I looked at my paycheck, I looked at my future, I looked at my 401k, and I thought, oh crap, you don't make enough money to ever retire. I don't know about you, but I don't want to work until the day that I die. And it's not because I'm lazy. I'm just being realistic. What if something happens with my job? What if I get, laid off or something? Gen X, boomers, we worked really hard all of our life and we're still doing it, right? We followed the rule book. We worked hard. We stayed loyal. So I want to go through the three things that you would need in order to have a successful online business. And probably my favorite thing about the program that I follow, I got myself a blueprint. What I loved about it is if I liked the training program, if I thought it was beneficial, if I wanted to use that as my first product, I could. So I'm going to show you how you can be making 100% of the profit with other people's products. You don't have to build them and you do not have to create them. Okay. So if you're new here, my name is Candy. I have been in corporate healthcare over 40 years. I started working at a young age, like a lot of us do. I did not go to college, and that has helped me back a lot over the years. Put in me in the comments if that's you, right? Exactly, Sandy. Exactly. I didn't want to go to college. I wasn't a schoolgirl. So I thought, let me go out and tackle the world. Well, 40 years later, I fought tooth and nail to, try and get more money, try to get promotions, had a lot of promises made that didn't come through. But yet we hung in there. We, missed a lot of, functions from our kids, our spouse, and stuff like that. So I stuck with it. I didn't know what else to do. And by the time I turned about 57, I realized I better bring in more income, but I didn't know what to do. So I saw people talking about online income, making money online. And I just thought, if it's real, because how many of you guys see people online talking about making money online, right? How do I shout you out? It's just CAA. Yo, yo. Um, oh, hold on. I think I have to view messages. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, there you go. I see you. I see right in your late 50s and still working and working really hard. It can be scary. Okay, so I'm going to go through the three things that I found that has enabled me to make income online. Okay, whether you care or not, my friend, you can keep it moving. So, in order for you to make money online, because I know you guys are hearing people talk about it, am I right? Am I right? Or I can't be the only one that you hear. So one of the first things that you would need, and you guys, as you're joining, drop in the comments, where are you watching me from? I love that part, especially about social media, is because here we can talk to people all over the world. I'm in South Florida. Where are you watching me from? Hello, hi, hi, hi. How are you? I see you. And I have another live going on at the same time. So I have a lot of questions going back and forth. So sit tight. I will get to your question. So, one of the first things that you would need, anybody that wants to make money online, one of the first things that you would need is a product. You need something to sell. I'm not talking about feet pictures. I'm talking about digital products. Yes, you can do TikTok shop. Yes, you can be an Amazon influencer and you can make $2 here and $4 here. A lot of people are making really good money doing something like that. For me, I thought, you know what? I want to see if there's a way to make more money than that. So I found digital products. Anybody heard of digital products and digital marketing? Because I'm going to talk to you about how, as a beginner, where are my beginners? You can be learning some skills to make money online. Okay. I've done it. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and I have changed my family's life because of it. I am nobody special. I am 59 years old. I have a corporate job. I work. I'm pretty vanilla and pretty boring. I just was sick and tired of the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So I learned some skills. I found an online training class that taught me the skills, and I loved it so much because I started making money. I started promoting that same training. Did you know that you can be promoting other people's products? Hey, hey, I see you. I see you. You guys drop in the comments where are you watching me from? Or if you're watching the replay of this, put replay in the comments and feel free to ask your questions. Okay. So one thing that I liked is that with digital products, you can do it all online. You don't have to go to a post office. You don't have to buy inventory. So I'm going to go through the three things with you that you can be doing to make income online. Okay. The first thing that you need yourself a product. You need something to promote, something to sell. I found 5 different products in the e-learning industry. The e-learning industry makes $1.2 billion a day. Okay. So if you're sitting back and you're not using that cell phone in your hand and learning how to make money online, you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat. Maybe you don't care about making money online. I can tell you that me being in my late 50s, I was sick and tired of the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about your finances but you. Okay, so one of the first things you need is a product, a program, something to sell. And if you already have a program, a product, a business or something, you can learn how to promote that online using social media. Okay, so I've got 5 different products that are in the e-learning industry. The e-learning industry makes $1.2 billion a day. Would you like a piece of that? Would you like a piece of that? Because you know what? A lot of people nowadays are not going to college. They're not going and getting multiple jobs. They're not driving for Uber and DoorDash and all those things when they're learning that they can make money from their living room, from their dining room, from anywhere. So, one of the first things that you need is a product. I've got 5 products you can choose from, and they're in the e learning industry. So, second thing, Second thing you would need is a blueprint, a program, something to follow. Go grab my free blueprint. It is free and it is for you. This is information for you. Take it or leave it. It is okay with me if you want it or not. Here's the thing, you guys, as a Gen Xer who has worked her life, her entire life, multiple jobs, I don't want you to have to go through the same thing. So go grab the free blueprint. It's free. It's going to tell you like 7 things that you would need in order to make money online. It's free. If you go to the link in my bio, or you can go to dailypaywithcc.com, drop in your email, free information is on its way to you. Ask your questions, whatever it is that you need. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, that's great too. Okay. When you have a blueprint, when you have something to follow as a beginner, because when you're a beginner, you're scared, you're hesitant, you're doubting yourself. Exactly, exactly, Michael. You who knows, right? And who can you trust nowadays, right? There's tons of people online talking about this. So that is something you need to be cautious of. So find something with a proven track record. Find something that's already working. Find something you don't have to build or create yourself, especially if you're new. A lot of people don't, look into making money online because they think it's this huge feat that they're going to have to tackle. It's not. And if you have your own business and you don't know how to promote it online, get this program. It will show you how to grow your business with an online presence. We have a lot of people that purchase this program for the training. Because anybody who has a business, your number one goal, what's your number one goal? Exactly, exactly. Find daily paying customers, get customers, right? This is going to teach you how to do that. It's going to show you exactly how to do it with zero monthly fees, zero monthly expenses. Okay. So, again, let's recap. One of the first things you need is a product, something to promote. Second thing that you need is a blueprint, a program, something to follow. It'll just make it easier for you. Okay. It'll just make it easier for you. I was not going to go out and try and Google my way to figure it out. I don't have time for that. Thank you so much. Thank you for those hearts. So, number one, you need a product. I've got 5 products you can take a look at. And you guys, we're having a free webinar tonight, and it's all men. It's the men in our community talking because I see you guys out there. A lot of people think, oh, that's for women, or oh, they think it's an MLM and you got to build teams and recruit people. It is none of that. Come join the free webinar. If you can't make it, I'm sending out a copy of the replay, but understand this is for anybody. So you're going to see some pretty dynamic men tonight speaking. I'm not really sure who's going to be on it, but I have a feeling I do. And their stories are very powerful men and women, but the men are speaking tonight. Okay. Come listen in because this might be that thing in your life that goes, "Oh, where has this been all my life?" I hope that it is for you. Okay. And again, at any point, grab my free blueprint. If you don't have time to hang out, if you don't have questions right now, you might have questions later. Go grab my free blueprint. Okay. So, no, we're going to leave that alone. Okay. So, first thing you need is a product. Second thing you need is a blueprint, a program, something to follow. The third thing that you want is automations. Do you realize that you can have an automated business? Automated, it's out there working for you 24/7. 24/7. You're not calling people, you're not building teams, you're not DMing people, you are not bugging your friends and family. You don't need to. You're going to learn how to market this using social media, using your phone and social media. And I think probably the coolest part about this, I told you guys, get yourself a blueprint. We learned how to follow a 2 hour a day process. That's how people are finding success. It's not going out and getting another part time job and door dashing and Uber Eats that's taking up a ton of your time. You can do that if you want, but I would so much rather work 1 or 2 hours a day in the pockets of my day from home. Maybe if I want to do something in the car, like I wanted that flexibility after being, in corporate America for over 40 years. And I'm still in corporate America. I just learned how to start a side business. Okay. Being in corporate America and driving and traffic and meetings and it's just it's a show, right? And it takes a lot of our time. By learning a side business, it's the easiest part of my day. Okay, so automations are what's going to run the business for you. So you've got like two or three things to do to run your business, and then your automations kick in. Your automations do the showing, the telling, the selling, the closing, the delivery. They do it all for you. And that's what I loved about this program is that it gave me everything. There's 5 different programs you can choose from. There are no monthly fees. There are no monthly expenses. You don't need them. We're going to show you how to do it without all that hoopla and money grab and people coming after you for more money and more money. You don't need it. That's one of the things is learning from a single mom who created this business. She didn't want monthly expenses, so she showed us how to do the same thing. Okay, so by having a product to promote, if you guys are just joining, we're talking about what you would need in order to start making income online. Okay, it is 2026. People are using their cell phone. They're making a lot of income online on the side of what they're doing, in place of what they're doing. You're no different. Okay, so grab a free copy of my blueprint. It is there for you. Ask your questions. Ask your questions because I never ever thought in my late 50s that I would be starting a side business. I'm not a business person. I've been in corporate America all of my life. I knew nothing about an online business and digital products. That's how easy it was to learn. When you get yourself the right training and you're inside of a community, an online community that you can check in and out of 24/7 whenever you need to, whenever you want to, it's available for you. You're not stuck trying something new and nobody can answer your questions and you're frustrated and nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Okay. So by getting yourself a blueprint to follow, a community, training, coaching, motivation, mentorship, everything you need, that's going to help you. Because here's your alternative. Do you see yourself doing what you're doing today for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years, however long you think you're going to have to do it? I didn't. I was too scared to stick around and find out. I took matters into my own hand. I learned the skills how to make 100% profit with other people's products. They're made for that. It's something called master resale rights, and this has changed everything. I have about 14 different income streams. Some are low, some are really high, but the side business pays my bills, and I want the same for you. Okay, so any questions that you have, feel free to drop them in the comments, or you can, I guess, hit reply to this and leave your questions. I will answer your questions, no problem. I hope you can make it to our free webinar tonight. If you either go to the link in my bio, or you can type in dailypaywithcc.com and you will drop in your email address. free information's on its way to you. Okay. I hope you guys have the best night. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you tapping that screen and all those likes and stuff. And if you have any questions, ask them. Okay. Have a great night. And remember, own your tomorrow. Own your tomorrow. You deserve that. Okay. Have a good night.